Hello, mamas, maybe grandmas as well. Welcome back. Today, I am sharing with you some non-junky Easter basket fillers, stuffers, gifts, things like that. I'm a mom of 8 kids. In case you're new here, it's the first time you're seeing a video on my channel. I've got 8 kids. My oldest is 18. My youngest is 5. I've been doing gifts and Easter baskets and all that for a very, very long time. I, like many of you, do not want a bunch of junk just filling up my house. So we love to incorporate projects, crafts, things they can do with their hands, games, stuff that gets them off their butts, off the sofa, outside, or at the table. That's kind of the bend to these gifts. So as always, everything will be linked down below for you in the description box. The majority of what I'm sharing with you today is from Amazon, so you can get pretty quick shipping, but I do have some Etsy, a couple of things from MAISONETTE as well. Let's talk Easter baskets. I'm like, I don't even know where to start. I think the first thing that I want to mention is the actual baskets themselves. With 8 kids, it just becomes ridiculous and nonsensical for me to purchase actual physical baskets, 8 of them every year. This year I had an idea because I knew they would get use out of these. Found these canvas bags, came in a pack of, I think 12, and there are 12 different colors. But I'm like, hey, they could definitely get use out of having an actual like canvas bag. And then I got the varsity letters, like the embroidered varsity letters that are iron-on. Be careful, a lot of the ones that are like the chenille material and stuff, those are actually stickers. They're obviously not going to adhere as well. So you do need to double check that you're actually getting iron-on ones. And also check the size because they come in different sizes. But I just did the iron-on letters on these bags for each of my kids. And then I haven't added these yet because these just arrived today. But I found a multi-pack of these like embroidered patches that have, you know, Bible verses on them. Say things like be the light, Jesus loves you, things like that. So I'm going to kind of decorate the bags. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that ahead of time or if I'm going to let the kids pick their patches. But just so you know, this is what I'm doing as Easter baskets this year are these bags. Because these are things that you can save for Easter baskets or that you could go ahead and start using leading up to Easter. But this is the Egg Amazing Mini. You put eggs in here and then you have these markers and you turn it on and it spins the egg. So all you have to do is hold the marker in place and it allows you to kind of like draw stripes, lines, zigzags, whatever, if you move your pen to decorate eggs. Now the actual Egg Amazing brand wooden eggs are kind of expensive, but these were not. These are wooden eggs, wooden white eggs, and I got 24 eggs, and so these will be great for the kids to decorate with the Egg Amazing. This thing is pretty cool, definitely fun. So not necessarily something, again, with 8 kids, I'm showing you things. I do a lot of like shared things that I gift them to all use together, but if you've only got 1 or 2 kids, then you might actually just give them this as a gift in their Easter basket, which that of course then brings me to, I thought this was so cute, the blooms crafting. You have like this little machine and you have all of these little flower pieces. You push them in, press them down the middle, and it attaches them to the stem and makes them into these like blooming, beautiful flower crafts. Let's see, can it focus? Something that I know my kids are really going to have fun with. This is actually ages 4 and up. I know a number of my kids will enjoy putting these together. We gifted something similar to this. I think we did the fairy one at Christmas, and my daughter absolutely loved it. So I purchased one for my 5-year-old, and then this is for my daughter Rosie with Down syndrome. She's 13, but she still loves things like this. And it's so fun because it's a mini garden. It's an axolotl little mini garden in there. But it's just basically sprouts. They grow really, really fast. And so it's cool. It allows the kids to feel like they have this cool like terrarium. They're actually going to be growing something in there. And then it becomes like, you know, a little home environment for the axolotl pets. So they have various variations of this. These I think are so fun. They're squishy eggs. So super slow rising squishies. I don't know about your kids. My kids are obsessed with all things that are like squish and slime and stuff, but they love squishies in particular. So this comes with 6 squishy eggs, 6 paint colors, 2 paint brushes, though you can obviously use the paints and stuff that you have at home with them as well if you want more colors, but you can paint them, let them dry, and then they become like playable squishies that they get to actually paint and decorate themselves. Again, I'm all about giving my kids things to do. Like go do, that's not requiring you to turn on the television or play a video game. Now this one might not be for everybody, okay? Because again, I have 8 children. I'm well aware of how obnoxious things like this can get. but I know my kids are going to love this and have so much fun with it. There will be parameters around when and where you can play with this, but it is a 5-in-1 voice changer with colorful lights. You can do an alien voice, a ghost voice, a like magnified microphone voice, a monster voice, and a robot voice. They're going to love this. I might regret this, but they're going to love it. And I mentioned this during the Amazon sale. We are just adding another one of these. So we already have the laying duck. This is a nightlight, and it is a squishy nightlight. You charge it and then you press on it. So you like tap its booty and you get 3 different brightnesses or off. So cute. My kids love the duck one that we have, so we're adding another one of these night lights. They use them every night. They love having them. I think they're absolutely adorable. These are so cute. Of course, these sell out really quickly, but I do think they still have a few in stock of certain flavors of them, but it is a carrot-shaped lip smacker. How adorable is that? So cute. So cute. So I just thought it was fun. And then for my other kid, I got this llama one. So this is Lippy Pals in strawberry. I did put in my Amazon list. So if you're looking specifically for Amazon things, I do have an Amazon list that is all the Easter basket, the non-junky Easter basket stuff. So you can find that over on my Amazon page. I will link that down below. And I try to, as things go out of stock, I try to add more things, like find alternatives that are similar. So I know I put just a few other like lip smacker type products that were good for Easter on there as well. And then again, I do things like this little bracelet stack for my little girls. I know they're gonna love it. They're gonna split these up, a ton of bracelets. One kid doesn't necessarily need all these bracelets. So I can split these up amongst my little girls. And again, with 8 kids, this is the kind of stuff I look for, is stuff like this that I can purchase one of and split it up amongst a few of them so that I'm getting a little more bang for my buck. Again, I just want to mention that all of this is with the idea that like I don't want to just do like candy upon candy upon candy and Easter baskets. Every year is a little different. I'm just giving you some ideas. How much or how little you want to put in Easter baskets and stuff is totally up to you, obviously. These I kind of selfishly purchased. I don't know. I mean, I will give them to my kids as well, but I just think they are so cute. They are like vintage Easter. So it's more just like beautiful vintage rabbits that kind of have that Peter Rabbit, velveteen rabbit feel. I just think that these are so pretty and so fun. I love the like vintage Easter, vintage rabbit feel. Whoa. We are going to talk about things for teenagers as well, so hold tight because I know that can be tough, especially to figure out what to put in the Easter basket of a teen. All right, the other crafty set that I got is this wooden magnet set. Now also, I should note that we host Easter every year, and my sister brings her 9 children and another family friend. She has 6 kids, I believe. I hope I'm not losing count here. So there's a ton of kids. So I'm also always looking for crafty things that I can put out at the tables and stuff for all the kids to do when they are over for Easter. That's where stuff like this comes in. It's a big box of wooden magnets. Obviously you attach the magnet to the back, but they are like wooden Easter shapes. You got like a bunny, a little bird, all kinds of things, a little bee, and then markers to color onto the wooden things, and then magnets to put on the back of them. So those are fun if you're looking to have some crafts and some fun crafty things to do with your kids, or if you're hosting Easter and you're gonna have a bunch of kids over, that's another fun one. Which then kind of brings me to this big pack on Amazon. Again, this is not gonna necessarily be for the people who have 1 or 2 kids. So you've got like the connect the dot games, and then there's a bunch of these really fun little pictures that the kids can paint, but those top squares are actually the paint. So that's why the set comes with a bunch of paint brushes. So they just need a little bit of water, and then these little squares actually are the things that have the paint on them. So it's basically your paint and your picture all in one. And there's a bunch of different scenes for those, like little chicks in eggs, actual just like happy Easter picture. And it does come with like individual packaging, little cellophane wrap packaging with seals on them so that you can put them into those. It comes with a whole bunch of the paint brushes so that each kid can have their own little paintbrush for those. There's also some like Easter word searches for some of the older kids if you're looking for something like that. So again, those are perfect if you are hosting. A few more crafty things. Like I said, this is kind of a big theme for us. And this is not even Easter, but it's just like Easter themed. It's just something that I know that one of my kids in particular will really enjoy, How to Draw Everything book for kids. So it basically teaches them step by step how to draw different animals and critters and shapes and things like that. I know one of my kids is going to love that. Crafty things, like I said, the dot markers activity book, if you've got a young one who likes to use the paint dot markers, I linked some of those as well. They have a really cute like pastel set of those, which is really fun. So this is just a bunch of the dot art pictures for your kid to use those dot markers. And then of course the Easter dot to dot. So this is, you know, maybe for slightly older or at least ones who can count in order, you know, up to, I don't know, most of these go to like 20, 30, 40. Some of them go higher than that. So yeah, various ages could definitely do those activities. And then again, the other thing I like to purchase are, they had a really cute set at Anthropologie as well, but these were less expensive and you get 22. These are like little placemats that the kids can color. So once, you know, you're kind of setting your table, again, if you're hosting, you've got kids coming over, just for your own kids to have crafts and things to do, these little placemats that they can color in. Always a good idea, at least for me. I've still got books coming up. Don't lest you think that I have forgotten about books. In the list, you will see, because some of the stuff that I've ordered has not arrived yet, some really, really cute pastel colored pencils, as well as, like I said, the paints and the pastel paint pens. We love paint pens. So the 20 tempera paint sticks. I talked about paint sticks at Christmas, how much we love these in our craft kits. This is specifically pastel colors, so I love that. These are washable, by the way, but it's painting with less mess, in my opinion, and something that my kids still just really love and enjoy. So these are fun for any of these kind of art projects. And then also Ticonderoga, the best pencil in the whole wide world. Is that their slogan? Yeah, the world's best pencil. I agree. I concur. Ticonderogas are my favorite. So this is just a pack of pastel Ticonderogas. I will probably give these to my teens, not necessarily my little ones, because my teens will appreciate those a little more, but also these clickable Crayola markers. I love these. They are retractable markers, so you click them, makes it a lot easier than keeping up with lids that kids tend to lose, caps. Let me just go ahead and mention these as well. These Tropicals bath bombs. My kids love bath bombs. I don't necessarily like love them, but my kids love them. So gifting them is always a hit. And these are a set that come individually wrapped, which is important so that I can split them up amongst multiple kids. They're vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, all natural, and made in the USA. Great little bath bombs. They smell amazing. I will say that. They smell amazing. All right, let's jump into kind of teens really quickly, and then we'll do books. I know I'm forgetting other things because I have things on order that have not arrived, but these Aurora highlighters are really, really fun, really pretty. If you like office supplies and highlighters, you'll know what I mean. If you don't, you're like, what does that even mean? But these are great for teens. Come out, look at these. Look at these highlighters. Are those not so pretty and fun? I mean, I would have had more fun doing schoolwork if I had had those. If you've got a teenage daughter who's into nails, nail art, anything like that, this is a pack of really, really actually very pretty flowers, little floral nail art stickers, just very springy and fun. I also ordered a set for my little girls, my little girls from MAISONETTE. They were out of stock on Amazon, but MAISONETTE had them in stock. So I'll talk about that in a second. I'm technically going to give these to my teenagers. They will use them for fun, but then they will also help their little siblings to use these. And again, this is a personal choice. Every woman has got to make for herself. But my feeling is that I just think it's fun temporarily, and that is, come out of the package, these fun temporary tattoos with a springy Easter bend to them. They are just spring, Easter, fun, kind of glittery, shiny tattoos, temporary tattoos. My kids will absolutely love those. I found these at Anthropologie, actually. I will look to see if they also sell them on Amazon, but I think these are fantastic. You might also see a repeat of these in my Mother's Day gift guide, just depending on the kind of mother that you're shopping for. But there's more than 800 stickers in this book, and they are so beautiful. I mean, and you've got blank pages here, so you can just put them back in the book, essentially in a collage type design if you want. But it's everything. These are stickers. This is not a picture. These are stickers. They're so beautiful. The florals. You've got like ocean scenes. Oh my gosh, look at these fish. Look at these fish. Come on. Look at these. I haven't even had a chance to like look through the whole book yet, but I was just like, oh my goodness. Oh, the teapots. Yeah, so it's like collage building type stickers, okay? Which then brings me to this book, which same thing, got this, did I get this from Anthropologie? No, I don't remember. But this is Extraordinary Things to Cut Out and Collage. I love these crazy collages. I think they're so adorable. And this is the same thing, over 1,500. You've got some different scenes, Babylon. You've got like vintage ladies, vintage cars, radios, vacuum cleaners, Vegas, trees, all kinds of, look at these crazy monkeys and stuff, all kinds of cool stickers, cool, just adorable stickers. And then you've got like some different blank pictures back here, scenes that you can add these stickers to. How cute, okay? I just think that is so fun. I love that, and I hope that my teens will as well. And then also this 3-pack of notebooks. There's actually, these are my absolute favorite kind of notebooks. I use these for all kinds of things, and I gift them all the time, different variations, because I love them so much. So this one's a set with dot, line, and grid notebooks, but they have different prints on them, like little hearts, some other type of hearts, flowery things, and the little cherries and hearts. I just think those are so cute, and my teens will love them. I love stuffed animals. My kids love stuffed animals. We have way too many of them, but I did link you to a few that I felt were affordable. This is the Melissa and Doug Burrow Bunny. Sometimes when you get them, you have to kind of like clear the fur out of their eyes so you can see their cute little faces. In shipping, you know, their cute little faces get kind of covered. But there's a couple that I linked to on my Amazon list that are super cute, including a very affordable little gray bunny that like hops. It's like $5 or something. It looked very cute. It like hops and moves and stuff. So we do try to add something new to the collection because everybody, all of the younger kids play with them. So we just try to add something that's kind of like for everybody. Before we get to books, I will just mention that I do love filling eggs like this with candy and treats for the table, for the whole group, not necessarily for hunting. And I love these. They're fun little shapes. You've got like the little rabbit, there's a carrot and stuff, and they stand, which is fun for filling up and kind of, especially if you've got little kids that maybe aren't Easter egg hunting with everybody outside, they're having a hard time. You can fill these and just hide them in various places in the house. They're a little bigger, a little easier to see and find. There's like chicks and the little carrots and stuff. Package of these actual carrot ones. These I will probably fill with candy and like put into my kids' Easter baskets. And then for actual Easter egg hunting, I got a big set of these Easter eggs. They're fun. They're brightly colored. They're kind of decorated on the outside. I can fill them with some little pieces of candy for the kids' Easter egg hunting. Let's be honest, y'all, eggs are too expensive. We're not wasting those. I ain't hiding no real eggs in the yard. We're not wasting real eggs this year. So think of me what you will. I'm not hiding real eggs in my yard. And then in the bottom of this bag, it is quite heavy because it is a big set of Easter eggs that are filled with Play-Doh. I know. Am I glutton for punishment? Maybe. But my kids do love Play-Doh, and these are fun. They will have fun with these. It's a big set on Amazon that's not terribly expensive. So Play-Doh Easter eggs, that might be the downfall of me, but again, it's stuff for them to do. They can play, they can build, they can color, they can paint, they can play games, do things like that. They can hopefully get outside and do some stuff. I will just mention this casually before we do books. I know. All of my like previous gift guides for Christmas, stocking stuffers and things, almost all of those things in there would also make good Easter basket stuffers. So many of the toys and the games and things like that would also make fantastic Easter basket fillers and stuffers. So I will link to a couple of those videos down below in the description box if you want to go check them out and see if there's anything in there that will even just like spark an idea for you. If you're like, I want to do something different, I don't know what, check out those videos. Now you just can't go wrong with a good original edition of the 1922 original edition of the Velveteen Rabbit. I still cry every time. Every time I read that book, I tear up a little bit. Same. You cannot go wrong with a beautiful copy of Peter Rabbit, the classic tale of Peter Rabbit. This is also And Other Cherished Stories. So I've linked to all of these books. We have a lot of books that we've gifted in the past and things. So these are just a few new things that we're adding. The donkey that no one could ride. Nothing But the Blood of Jesus. This is a little like board book. If you've still got kiddos that age, in the board book age. Then we have Marshmallow. This is a classic. And then these are actually sticker books, so I'll hold off on those real quick. This I Know, Seeing God in the World He Made, as well as this one, Twirl. You were made to twirl. Ducks swirl, butterflies glide, and bunnies tumble through the wildflowers, and you were made to twirl in your own lovely way. I give my kids stuff like this because I just think this is fantastic. So this is the word of the day. 366 elevating utterances to stretch your cranium and tickle your humerus. Just teaching them fun words that maybe like flummox. How often do you use flummox? I mean, now I feel like I will say like, oh, I flummoxed all the time, but it's not a common word, but it's just a fun, like, get them thinking and give them some fun new words to try and learn. And then also, this is an activity book, a sticker activity book, The Great Outdoors, with over 250 stickers. Again, it's got scenes, and then you've got all of your various stickers to decorate said scene with, all kind of Peter Rabbit springy. And then these are also, my kids love these, the Hello Pets. We also have here the birds one. These are sticker activity books, and this pets one, I'm telling you right now, is so cute. You've got like this set up for like a guinea pig, hamster type thing, then birds. So you've got the picture side of it, and then the sticker side, an aquarium for all the cool fish. Where spiders go. No, thank you. We'll just get right on past the spiders. Kitties. You've got ponies. There's a pet one and a bird. There's a bunch of different ones, but we have the pets and birds. Again, the list on Amazon has more Easter book recommendations as well. So let's jump to Etsy really quickly. I don't want to forget. None of these things have arrived yet, so I can't show them to you in person, but I will pop a picture up. This super cute God is Good t-shirt, as well as the Rolling Stone one, I thought was so cute. And then for my teenage daughters, I also ordered these mustard seed necklaces that are very beautiful. They also have some really cute like Easter Play-Doh kits. If you search on Etsy for like Easter basket fillers, you will find some quite cute things that like moms are making and shipping out from their houses. I love being able to just like support other moms running businesses and stuff. So I try to order some things. They are some really cute bunny shaped bath bombs that I also ordered to drop into their baskets. This really cute Easter cross wooden craft. Again, that would be great if you're, like I said, having people over, or maybe you're responsible for crafts for, you know, Sunday school on Easter Sunday, and you want things that are not Easter Bunny themed, you want to keep it resurrection themed, then there's some really cute stuff on there as well. And then, like I said, from MAISONETTE, I got the temporary tattoos for my younger kids that are, I mean, they can use these as well. They're for both, but I initially had ordered these, and then I found the ones on Amazon. But I thought these Easter temporary tattoos were actually like real cute. They just like kids book characters almost, as well as the nail stickers. Oh, the other thing that I ordered are these cross silicone bracelets that they have not arrived yet, so I can't show them to you. But again, a multi-pack that I can drop one into everybody's Easter bag, Easter basket, are these really cute, like silicone, stretchy, easy to wear. They're lightweight, they're not gonna break, but these cross silicone bracelets. And then also these silk fairy wings, which are really cute. They put them like over their shoulders and then their hands go through, and they are like the ribbon things that I've shared before that my kids really like. These are the kind of silk fairy wings, and they have them in a couple of different colors as well. So hopefully that has given you lots of ideas for some things to put into your kids' Easter baskets. If you need some ideas, if you're wanting to like non-candy things, like I said, we just really lean heavy on crafts and art, and a lot of times games and things like that. Big time things for us, games and stuff our kids can play. We did a ton of games at Christmas, so we decided to go a little bit more into crafts and coloring and painting and things that our kids really love to do. But hopefully this gives you some ideas. Everything will be linked down below. You can also head to my Amazon storefront if you want to just shop that list specifically and kind of see everything there. That is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.